quite a journey together. I know that you probably weren't able to do everything that I offered for you to do, but I hope that you did enough to really help you understand that taking some kind of action every day will eventually get you to that place of healing. It's been a lot, I know, and my heart is with you because I have been there. But if you just stay with it, don't give up. Just even if you find one practice that feels good to you, perhaps it's meditation, perhaps it's doing PEP and releasing something every day that bothers you. Whatever it is, doing one thing every day will change everything, guaranteed. I remember once somebody talking about how if a ship were sailing on a course and it just changed its course by 1 degree every day, the place where it ended up going would be totally different than if it had just kept going on that straight line. So give yourself that 1 degree every day. So just as a little review of what we looked at, we first started with looking at that chaotic, primitive, devastating energy that happens, that root center kind of energy that happens when loss first occurs. Then we looked at the sacral energy, which is about seeking support because we can't do this alone. It's just too hard, it's too overwhelming. And then looking at the solar plexus energy, we looked at self-care because that is so important. If you don't take care of yourself, if you don't let others know what you need and how to help you, then it all is so much more difficult. Then we looked at the heart and reminded you, feel those feelings. Sometimes that's the most effective thing, to just allow yourself to feel the feelings and be okay with sitting with them, even though it hurts. Sometimes we just have to do that. And then we moved up to the throat center and talked about the importance of just speaking your truth, of saying what you feel, of being able to talk about your pain, and just another part of feeling it and then expressing it. It all works together, and it's very important. And then at the brow level, we looked at thinking those new thoughts, coming into the understanding of a new normal, a place that you're now going to be able to move to, a place you maybe once thought you'd never get to. So thinking positive, uplifting thoughts is so important. And then finally, tying in with the crown center, develop some kind of spiritual practice. That's so important. Whether it's yoga, whether it's meditation, whatever it might be, a spiritual practice and service to others. One of the greatest ways to heal is to help somebody else who is in need. So don't forget that. In addition, I want to give you just a couple of other general life tips that will help you as you're doing your healing work and also as you move along through life. So number 1, be in the present. Be here now as much as you can, because only when we're in the present do we really live our lives, do we really experience our lives. And so often our body is in one place and our head is somewhere else. So try to bring them together and be present with whatever you're doing, even if it's just washing the dishes. Be present. Secondly, express your feelings openly and honestly, and preferably as close to the moment you feel them as possible, and to the person that needs to hear about those feelings. So often we're telling 8 other friends about something that someone said to us or someone did, and we don't ever tell the person that it might really benefit us to tell. So express those feelings. It's so important to avoid a buildup of pain. And finally, maintain effective boundaries. Be okay with letting people know what is fine with you and what isn't. Have those good, healthy boundaries because they really help all your relationships to work so much more smoothly. And lastly, in relation to your loss and in relation to what you're going through, again, I want to reiterate, don't rush your healing. There is no timeline. There are no 5 stages of grief. There is your unique individual journey, and you can take as long as you need to because you're not healed until you are. So just let yourself have that. Secondly, trust your intuition. Tune in to your intuition and your heart and listen to whatever it tells you. Don't forget about journaling. Keep that practice going because it's so great to express your feelings through the writing. And if you need to, go ahead and read them and share them with others. Use ritual if that helps you. Ritual and routine can just help life to feel more stable and more meaningful. And lastly, and I know this may be the toughest one, let go of needing to know why. Especially if you've experienced some kind of tragic loss that makes no sense, whether it was your job that was lost or a child or an animal friend, whatever. Sometimes we never get to know why. And sometimes we do. Days or months down the road, the meaning finally hits us, but not always. So just trust. This is where trust and gratitude and acceptance have to come in because we just don't always get to know why. And one other thing, don't forget, in your book is the web address for my online community. We've developed a relationship here. I don't want to lose you. And I'm going to be there still. You can ask me questions. We'll be presenting informative webinars and other kinds of information, processes, opportunities for interaction. It's all going to be possible through this online community. So please connect with us. Please stay in touch. I thank you so much for taking this journey with me, and I'm honored that you chose to do it with me. You're in my heart forever now. And I wish you all the best and so much love. Goodbye for now.